I'm a simple trader. I'm a simple man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm simple. I only like to trade simple shit. Okay, you got to look at it as like, and this is the example that I'm gonna give because I know people when I make these videos, they really don't understand. They're like, okay, like I get it, trading simple and all that, but like you gotta understand. Like, let's just give you an example. Let's say you're a guy watching this, right? And I made this example before, but let's say you're a guy and you want to talk to this girl, right? You want to approach her, but you need a whole bunch of things just to approach her. So you need to have good hair. You need to have you need to smell good. The lights need to be this color. She needs to be alone. She needs to be wearing a certain type of dress or a look. She needs to approach you. That's like five things that you need just to execute, just to say something to her. But if all you really need is just to smell good and have an opener. Say it's opener, right? Have an opener. If this is the only two things that you need, then it's going to be so much easier for you to execute. But if you need all those other things like good lighting, good hair, all this other shit, then guess what? It's going to be harder. Not even going to be harder for you to execute. There's going to be more things in front of you, more obstacles that you need to check off to execute. So while you're trying to check off all these other things, right? You're trying to check off the good hair, the good lighting. Some other motherfucker just needed these two things, and he already executed. Now he's fucking your bitch. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I think I use that same logic when it comes to trading, as like in trading, I only need a couple things, which is three things to execute. So like I said, I always say market structure, zones, and also the last one is gonna be entry model. And that's it. That's literally all the three things that I need for me to execute. Once I see these three things, or I spot these three things, then guess what I'm doing? I'm executing, right? I'm executing. I'm literally going to go out there and execute. The same thing when it comes to approaching a female. It's the same thing. What are you doing? You just need a couple things: look good, smell good, or have an opener, and then you execute, right? And that's literally it. That's literally it. Like, because here's the thing. Like, I remember I used to go out with my homeboys, and these guys were big time pussy, bro. They would always say, "Nah, bro, my shoes look ugly. I don't got the good fit on. I don't, I don't, I don't know what to say, or she's ugly. She's not even that attractive. She needs to be a baddie. She needs to have a fat ass." And these motherfuckers, guess what? They never got no pussy. They never got no pussy. Meanwhile, I didn't give a fuck, right? I was out there like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go, fuck it, I don't care. And guess what? I got the numbers and I got pussy. Now, obviously, I had standards. Like, I'm not gonna go out there and fuck a well, but you get the point, right? So it's the same thing with trading. I know a lot of people when it comes to the trading space who I've talked to, and they're like, bro, it's just like I don't know, like I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for the EMAs to cross, I'm looking for this. This has to be like this, and then they won't enter a trade, and then they'll enter a trade because they're desperate to enter a trade. They're desperate to enter a trade because they've waited a week to enter a trade. None, they didn't see no perfect setup, and then they just miss out on the trade. And then they just the next trades they enter is just off of desperation. Same thing, bro. But me, like I said, I look for three things and I execute. If I don't see these three things, I don't care. Like, I can wait a week, I can wait 3 weeks. I don't know about 3 weeks. But if I don't see this shit, I'm not gonna enter a trade. I'm not gonna enter a trade. And here's the thing: I've done my research. What I've done was I even went more. I niched down even more. Okay, so here's what I did. Instead of looking at multiple stocks, all right, instead of looking at multiple stocks, because I trade options, if you I didn't know that, but you can apply this to anything, forex, futures, all that shit. Um, I would trade different stocks. So I would trade one. I would trade AMD. I would trade SPY, and then I would trade Tesla. And here's the thing. So if you think about it, when you trade AMD, SPY, and Tesla, they all are doing different shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're a little similar, but they're all different stocks. They're different tickers, so they all do different shit. So it's harder for you to master one than it is for you to master. It's harder for you to master all of them than it is for you to master one. And what I'm trying to do is keep it as simple as possible. So what the fuck I'm gonna do is I'm gonna master one and get really good at that one and know what it does and how it reacts off of my zones and how it closes. Same shit when it comes to females, right? If you are trying to talk to all these females, so let's say you're trying to talk to all these females and you're trying to approach all these females, which you can. You got the fucking Latinas. You have the fucking blacks, or let's just put black girls because black sounded a little too racist. And then you have the white girls. Let's just put no, not snow bunnies. Let's just put white girls. Fuck you. And okay, so you have Latinas, you have black girls, and you have white girls. So although you can have a good win rate with all of these, do you think if you stuck to one and really niche down on one, you could get more of a win rate with them because you already know what to say. You already know how they move. You already know they're gonna say some slick shit. You already know. So instead of trying to focus on getting all of these girls, say which one do I like the most? I like all of them, but for me, I really like Latinas more. So fuck these girls. Fuck these girls. I'm gonna just focus on one and really master one. And then once you really master the Latinas, you're gonna be a fucking expert. I'm telling you, you are going to be an expert. You're gonna be like the Latino whisperer. You're gonna know what to fucking say when it comes to this, when it comes to approaching Latinas or talking to girls or talking to Latinas. You're already gonna know how they move. You're gonna get very good, and your close rate or your sleep rate to sleep with them is gonna be very, very high. Same shit when it comes to trading. Look, if you just cut off SPY, Tesla, and you focus on one, like I focus on AMD, I'm gonna get very good at AMD. I'm gonna understand how it moves. I'm gonna understand how it respects my zones, which zones it respects, what times are is the best to trade AMD. And this is exactly what I did. I niched down into one specific stock and I got good at it. And I don't give a fuck if there's I don't care if there's like if I look I never have FOMO because I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck if SPY gives me a good setup and I look at SPY and it gives me a good setup and I missed out on it. I don't give a fuck because I know I can catch something at just as good or even better on AMD. Same shit when it comes to this. Like if I see a white girl and I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm not like I'm good. And I pass up on her. I don't have any FOMO. All I'm doing is just like I know I can bag a Latina easier with less work, and like I know what to say, and plus like I like Latinas more, right? Now I'm not saying to just pick one, but I'm saying if you want to master one, then like this is the route. But you get the point. You get the point. Now this is how I approach trading, and this is how trading has become so much more simpler to me, and how I've been getting really, really good results when it comes to trading. Just having this type of mindset, simplicity, and obviously really understanding one specific stock, one specific niche, and getting very good at it and dialing in on that. But other than that, that is basically it. I just wanted to break it down, kind of give you my ideology when it comes to this, and maybe you'll have a better understanding of the charts or trading simple just like I do because I'm a big proponent. I'm a big proponent on trading simple, not having so many systems and having so many entry models, so many different strategies. Just focus on one, and bro, you focus on one and you really understand what you're looking for is going to make trading so much more easier, so much more easier. Wait, is that a word? So much easier than just having multiple different type of strategies and looking at different stocks. But like I said, this is not for everyone because there's people who like all that fucking volatility. They like looking at multiple charts. They like fucking having multiple screens and shit. I'm more of a person who likes simplicity. I don't even use my monitor anymore. There's no need for me to use my monitor anymore. I literally just use my laptop or my iPad, and I'm literally trading off of that. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm literally in bed. Like today, I woke up, my alarm didn't go off, and I was in bed just trading. And I obviously didn't take the trade because this ended up not playing out until what time was this? Until 12 o'clock. So obviously I got up and shit, but I set an alert and I took the trade. It was that simple. So other than that, if you are a simple trader and if you like to trade simple, this is the method. This is the sauce for you. If you don't, then okay, oh well. But let me know what you guys think. And I will see y'all guys on the next one. I will post a video up tomorrow if I do take a trade or if I just got something on my mind to talk about. I don't know. Other than that, that is it.